Episode 6.
Episodio 6.
Tito and the Greek.
Episodio 6. Tito and the Greek with a new setup. What up, me brother?
Welcome. What's up, Tito? How are you? Welcome everyone to episode 6.
Nice.
We're recording on the last day of 2020. Thank God.
Thanks to your God.
It's over. It's done.
I mean,
We're almost there.
We are
by the
almost
time you guys
there.
are hearing this, we'll be well in 2021. Pending
yeah.
if aliens don't come down and
Very
abduct us,
unlikely.
you know. I don't know, man. I'm still waiting for them.
You are. Aren't we all?
I am waiting for them.
Yeah.
Kind of. I don't know.
Yeah, bro. But you know, they've been.
You have to tell.
Tell me.
Go, no, please go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, you know that I love aliens and I really, really want them to exist. However, you know, if they were such an advance, I'm just gonna throw that in, right here in the conversation. All right, right away.
Go ahead,
boom,
throw it in.
Boom,
throw it
boom,
in.
boom. If they were this ultra developed society, or civilization that can really travel thousands of light years, to make it to our little tiny planet in the universe.
Right.
Why wouldn't they be a little bit more diplomatic, smart, or flat out dominant? Instead of making popping up lights in the sky, for only farmers in Iowa to see, or mushroomed up people.
I already think they're here, dude. I'm telling you. I think they're here.
Right. So what are they doing? Tell me more.
They're fucking chilling. They're waiting for us to go extinct.
Okay, so they're waiting for us to extend ourselves, to take our resources.
Right.
Resources that we're fucking up, like, majorly day by day, right? Like, those resources we are squeezing out all the way until there is nothing left. Those resources, right?
They're learning. They're learning from us.
They are. Well, I beg to differ. I think if they exist, which I hope they do, and I'm pretty sure they do, they still don't have the technology to make it all the way here. Therefore, Elon Musk better hurry the fuck up, because otherwise we ain't see no alien in our lifetimes for sure.
Elon Musk, man. Another character, that guy.
Actually, that's one of the topics I have for you today,
Ooh, hit me with it. Come on.
So here's the thing. I wanted to ask you your opinion, because I'm a seeker, as you already know. So I'm always seeking new ideas, new horizons, if you will. And there's been a lot of buzz going on ever since the pandemic started with moving away from big cities, especially in America. You've heard about this exodus from New York City to the outskirts and the countryside. Right. People selling up their fancy apartments in Manhattan and then buying a cottage somewhere in upstate New York. And then the Californians also, they are following suit and they are moving everywhere, because apparently their state, it's pretty much like hell on earth. So I don't know if you know, Elon Musk recently confirmed that he's moving away from California. He is sort of
I heard that.
Done. Yeah, he's done with all the red tape and the regulations in the, what was the name of the state? The Eternal Sunshine State?
Texas.
Well,
yeah,
no, he's
Florida.
done with, he's done with California, the bear on the flag state, and then he's moving to Texas himself. At first, I didn't believe it, because I read it up, but he said it on Twitter, and then I saw... Twitter. In America, we speak American, bruh.
We speak American.
We speak American. I've been actually told this before. We speak American here.
Well, I get back on the Tesla point. I do think we speak. Well, obviously, we speak English, but American is like a slang of English. So that's why I want to say we speak American.
Yeah, that's not gonna cut. That's not gonna fly, bro. No.
Why not, bro?
No. American is not a language. Americans don't even slang. Just have a few words added to an already shitty language. No offense, guys, but it's.
Wow.
Did I ever tell you about my theory about the English language?
No, let's not get into it, because
we're gonna get into it after my point on Elon Musk and the exodus.
Elon Musk.
Yes. So Elon Musk confirmed that, because at first he said, "Oh, I'm gonna move to Texas, yada yada," but the reality wasn't that clear, because before he said that and got all fussed up about it, he had already been working on a mega factory, a gigafactory, I think he calls them, like a huge factory for their Teslas and their SpaceX projects down in Texas. So I was like, yeah, well, you just built last year, or at least inaugurated last year, huge ass factory in what's the name, Beaumont or something like that in California. Have you heard about this? Like he bought up a abandoned
Not
Toyota
really.
factory, and he just remodeled it and made it into
And he made
a
a
Tesla
Tesla.
factory. Yeah. But then he understood, then I guess as of recently, he understood why all the car manufacturers left California a long time ago. Because Tesla is the only one left at the moment in the California territory. And so even though they have that gigafactory, they are building another one that should be done soon or already done in Texas, like around the Austin area. And apparently he says he's going to make his permanent residence Texas because it doesn't make sense for him to spend as much time in California as he is
Right.
doing now. And he's been like bitching about the politicians. They're heavily inoperant and they keep putting obstacles for, or like using coronavirus as an excuse for them not to move forward with their production of stuff for Tesla and
Right.
SpaceX. So he's going away. And having after I read that, I just thought about it a little bit, but the other day I was thinking about it because I'm like, oh, why are all these fuckers moving away from New York and Los Angeles? And there's a huge tax incentive for them to move. And then
Huge
I started to
tax
do
incentive.
I started to do some research, and it seems weird if we really care about money and only money, we are being fucked over in New York City or in New York, bro.
Oh, yeah. I mean, apparently that's like, all the rich people.
Did you know that Texas, amongst several other states, actually, we'll talk about it in a second because I built up a list over here. But do you know that they don't have an income state tax?
Income tax, yeah. So just like Florida.
But you know what that means? Exactly, like Florida and Alaska.
Yeah, you don't pay income tax. That's why a lot of athletes.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Miami and like Texas for some reason, like sometimes, especially Miami, Florida.
Yep.
If they get a big contract, they put that into consideration because there's no income tax.
Oh wow, so that's a factor, huh?
Right. Huge factor. And then all these big companies, like Elon Musk, Tesla, he doesn't want to pay he doesn't want to pay the taxes. So
Right.
he's like, all right, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
I can still make a fortune and not pay taxes. Why should
Right.
I have to, And all these rich companies can afford to move to these states.
Of course.
And then the taxes that are in place that were meant for rich people could eventually trickle down to the middle class, and that could fuck over the middle class too.
Right. Probably.
That's
so.
also a theory. That's a theory.
Well,
I mean,
that trickle
me
down
personally,
economics. People
Yeah,
keep mentioning
like,
it, but then you go look for studies and or actual solid research, and there's nothing on it. It's just what
Yeah.
they think and hope. It's so like, yeah, bro, but
It's
maybe
very
you
up in
want to
the
back
air.
it up.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, like, what do you think? Like, if you were to move, would you? I wanted to pose a question. Would you move away
Oh,
from the
man.
city, from New York, the place that saw you being born?
Really you really put me on the spot right now, man.
Am I?
You are.
Am I putting
You
you?
are putting me in the spot.
Tell me more.
I always said I was born in Astoria.
Yeah.
I'm gonna live in Astoria. I'm gonna die
Right.
in Astoria.
You've been saying you've always said this. You say.
I've always said this.
Got you.
I'm not leaving. I don't like the notion of leaving New York City.
Mm-hmm.
But as you get older, I mean, rent over here is for a one bedroom is what, $1,800, $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could spend that money on a mortgage somewhere outside of the state, or even upstate, or you can go,
Yeah,
in
it's
southern
pretty.
states, pay less.
Yep.
Have a fucking 4-bedroom backyard, front yard.
Yeah, but that's the eternal debate, though, right? Because
The cost of living in New York is just it keeps getting higher, man.
Mm-hmm.
So and Astoria is one example. Like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I mean, you never saw these kind of rents before, and then people started moving in, and they kind of upped the rent. Just the Astoria it got so hot, so people were just buying property. So if you bought property in Astoria back in the 80s, you're a millionaire. You made a fortune.
Really?
So yeah. Exactly. Yeah, especially in the 80s.
Damn.
All these 20-unit buildings were like $80,000, $60,000.
The entire building?
Bro, yeah, dude. Maybe
What?
more or less. In the 80s, we're talking about in the 80s.
Yeah. But still, it's an entire
So now if
building.
you
How
sold-
many units is that? Like 15, 20,
Single
30?
family 30. But then if you wanted to buy like a single family house,
Yep.
I don't know how much that'd be. Like that could have been, I don't know, $10,000, for example.
Gee, that's,
You know,
that sounds too
a
cheap.
single sounds too cheap, but back in the 80s, man, 10 G's back then was like 100 G's.
Still, today they go for $500,000 at least.
$500,000, yeah, it blew up heavy, man.
For those
It blew
fucking
up heavy.
shitty homes.
So would I like to stay in in New York City in Astoria? Of course, I'm not one of those like, oh yeah, I want to pay lesser taxes. I'm gonna move down in Texas or Florida. Yeah, I mean obviously no one wants to pay taxes, man.
Right, but people want services.
It's a fact. It's a fact. No one wants to pay taxes, but
I think it's a matter of.
I mean, everyone's got to change their whole lifestyle because they got charged 20% on their paycheck that they don't even realize. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
But like, if people want to move to New York for a cheaper cost of living, then that's a whole different story. Like I said,
it's a matter of priorities. It's like, what do you want your money invested in, right? Your very personal money. Do you actually want to live in a real cool place, but sacrifice some elements of maybe a more open living as huge spaces or open spaces within your own house, a backyard or some sort of like, open space behind your actual house? Is that worth that you live in a suburb where everything is like meh, and all you got is Dunkin' Donuts, Subway, and then Starbucks, and then after a McDonald's, and then after another Subway, and then after another Dunkin' Donuts, and so on and so forth? Or you want something a little bit more, unique in sense. But at the same time, New York City was becoming that. I actually have huge hopes now that everything's fucked up, allegedly, that a new beginning for the city happens, and things get rough for a while, but then something flourishes that's a little different, and it makes it more unique of a space, because it was becoming like a fucking Starbucks on top of Starbucks on top of a fucking Starbucks I live in Manhattan.
Gentrification, my friend, gentrification. That's the word for it.
It's not even. It's like they were making
vegan,
an adult
vegan
Disneyland.
Supermarkets, like Disney. Well, that's what they want.
Who does though? I don't know. It's there are certain interests in it for sure.
I mean,
but I was like, I need to bring it to the Greco.
I mean, the Greek will stay in
thinks.
Astoria no matter what. The Greek will always have his roots in Astoria.
What if New York City becomes a very dangerous place? Would you still
New York
stay
City
there?
is a dangerous place. It always was a dangerous place.
It always was, but let's be honest. Lately, last 10 years at least,
yeah, no,
wasn't that? I mean, until
listen,
George
man,
Floyd.
if you, New York. Bro,
we're not talking about it. I'm just mentioning the fact that kind of made.
That was in Minnesota. That wasn't even in New York City.
Yeah, well, but the police and all that stuff.
Listen.
Yeah.
New York, especially in the 70s, was a big shithole.
Exactly. The 80s
worse than it is now.
Mm-hmm.
Worse than it is now. I mean,
way worse.
I can't. But also,
the data.
also, I can't confirm or deny because I wasn't alive in the 70s, obviously. So
right.
But just looking at images and videos and stories that
Yeah. I'll send you some stats.
I mean, it was a shithole, man. Fucking, you probably get jumped in the subway every time you jump down there. Like the subway was like one of the worst places to go.
It was definitely
and now,
risky.
What makes it worse now is that people have the Citizen app with the Citizen app.
Yep.
So all these crimes are popping in the city, and everyone's looking at it. They're like, "Oh fuck, man, our neighborhood's getting rough. Our neighborhood's getting dangerous." Well, I don't know, man. I feel like New York City was always tough. Is it danger? Is the crimes gone up a little bit? I mean, of course. I mean, yeah, I'm not denying that, of course. But New York City's always been a dangerous place. That's why people,
Why, if I may ask, your parents never thought about moving to the suburbs?
I mean, I don't know. They found their roots in they moved to Astoria. They loved it, and they just stayed there. I don't know.
Gotcha. And
of course, with other business ventures and all the
At the end of the day,
how they
It really depends on what kind of life do you want. You want to be closer to nature. You want to do more of a family-oriented life, not so city opportunities driven. You know what I mean? Like, because in New York you're not just paying that extra rent because it's New York per se. You're paying because of the opportunities to do stuff that you have available, right? Like the theater thing, restaurants, and all that shit. So it really depends on what you want. Or you like being in nature, because then you can buy for the same money you are paying rent for. You can get a mortgage and buy like 10 acres in Montana. And own
I don't think it's
half
more
the
of like
state.
I don't think it's more of like nature. I just think it's more of space. right?
Space
If
also
you want
brings
more-
a lot of responsibilities, bro. Like cleaning all that shit. I think about that all the time.
Oh,
If
of
my apartment
course,
was bigger,
maintenance.
I would have to clean it all the fucking time. That would be annoying as hell.
Relax, bro. It's a 1-bedroom apartment, dude. Take it easy.
That's what I'm saying.
2 hours
Perfect
cleaning?
size for me. Perfect size. To me, it's all about high ceilings. If I have high ceilings, I'm fine.
High ceilings, man.
High ceilings.
Key.
That's what it is. That's what it is to me. If I have high ceilings,
Right.
it can be a smaller place. I'm cool. It's when the ceiling is too close. You know that shit. But
Me
my
personally,
apartment size, I'm fine.
I was raised in the city, so I was raised in a story. So I'm a city boy.
You are.
You know, every time I go to the suburbs, I feel out of place. I'm like, what? You know, it's just too quiet for me. I need to hear sirens. I need to hear people talking. I need to hear.
Got you.
So
Are you
Well,
afraid
I
of
don't know, man.
silence, bro?
it kind of creeps me out a little bit. It does.
I feel
does.
you. I feel you.
Like when I was a kid, I would go to Greece every summertime. I would go to Greece.
Right.
And my grandma's in the middle of the village. I'd be crying like a maniac because I'd be so scared.
Damn. Of silence, like of quietness.
Just the woods in general. Just fucking where I was. I mean, I'm going from New York City
yeah.
to
To a remote
a town in northern Greece, a village in northern Greece.
Macedonian,
Whoa,
all Macedonian,
dude.
all Macedonian. Remember, Alexander the Great was Macedonian, bro. We all know this.
Alexander
But
the
not
Great
current.
also ruled
Not
half the
current.
world. Well, he also ruled half the world.
He more ruled like a fifth, but yes, of the known world, he ruled well over half. Yeah, that's true. Great, personality in the history of humankind. Have you ever read his
Yes.
biography book? There's a guy, Massimo Manfredi.
I probably
an Italian
had
guy.
to when
It's called Alexander, the son of a dream. Alessandro, il figlio del sogno, or something like that. Yeah. Anyway, so
I was talking about going from every summer. I would go from New York City to my village in Greece, in Yanina, in Greece.
oh,
And
I
I just
remembered.
I don't know. I would be secluded from city life. And
Nice.
it would bother me. But now, in the last 5 years, every time I've gone to Greece, I enjoy it. I relish hanging out.
Yeah.
Chilling, not doing anything, enjoying life in
Yeah.
nature.
Sometimes life is about changing things up, adding a little bit
Ugh.
of spice to your regular
Little
life.
flavor.
Not doing all the same. I was gonna ask you, is there any Greek South Macedonian version of the chupacabra in your hometown? Do you have like a mythical monster that comes after the kids or something and suck the life?
Yeah, a fucking buchesa. You know what a buchesa is?
We know what a bugiesa is, and that is not a chupacabra, bro. A bugiesa actually exists in real life.
He can look like one if you wanted to.
Yeah, he can, but still, they exist in real life.
Chupacabra. I don't know, man. I don't
I
know.
know. I was joking,
Possibly
really. I'm sure
were
there's
you
some
joking? No,
legend.
You seemed a little serious. It's
Right,
probably
no.
some legend,
Yeah.
of course.
I respect
There's always a
chupacabra.
legend wherever you go.
Yeah.
Are you scared of the chupacabra?
No, bro. I want to meet it.
You're not.
Meet him, her, it.
Because you're not scared of everything, right?
No, bro. I'm not scared of everything. I'm scared of very little things. I'm scared of not trying shit. I'm scared of not controlling the moment of my death. That I'm also scared of.
Look at this,
Did I ever tell you all
man,
me this?
No, you've told me, but please tell our audience what you trying to say, because you've been spewing this stuff since I met you. So
yeah, I truly firmly believe that Mother Death will not take me at her own will, and she will allow me to choose the time in which I leave this earth. So I feel pretty safe, that nothing too bad is gonna happen to me. Also, I've seen Mother Death a couple of times, pretty close. The latest one you may remember. On that motorcycle accident that I saved my life 4 inches.
Talk about that motorcycle, dude. That was fucked. That was fucked. That was scary.
Yeah, I don't want to racially profile people or ethnically profile people, so I'm not gonna talk about it. Yeah, bro. The fact that who were driving were a certain ethnicity, and they were not black, by the way. So Black Lives Matter people don't get on my ass, okay? Because the people weren't.
Oh my god.
I just want to make sure that they don't think I'm, being racist towards black people. Or Asian people either. They weren't Asian, because I know apparently in America Asian people have a reputation of being bad drivers, right, or something like that. I don't know. Anyway,
and people from New Jersey, and people from New Jersey, and people from New Jersey.
It's like people from New Jersey have a lot of prejudgment on them, right?
Because they fucking suck.
They do. So you would never move to New Jersey? I heard there are some nice real estate opportunities in New Jersey.
No.
Not really. Garden State.
I'm not trying to hurt feelings to people who are from New Jersey. If I do know you, I probably do like you. Yeah, but I'm not gonna move to New Jersey, man. The only time I go to New Jersey is strictly for Atlantic City to gamble.
Oh,
That's
of
it.
course.
I'm
We
not going
we,
there.
we already.
And-
our audience knows that by now that you live in Atlantic City.
and visit, and visit
Visit who?
one of my friends that lives in Jersey. So
Wait, so
that's
you have
pretty
a
much it.
friend from New Jersey, even though you hate them?
he's not from New Jersey. He works in New Jersey during the summertime,
Ah,
so it's different. So it's different.
nice.
And again,
So-
if you live in New Jersey and you're from there, good for you, man. I mean, I listen. I'm not judging you as a character. I just think it's just, I don't know. Every time you drive to New Jersey, it just looks, I don't know. It's just,
To me, the only thing I care about when driving to New Jersey, or riding in my case, it's the fucking toll, bro. $17.
Oh,
What is that
se-
about? To cross
yeah.
2 kilometer
Yeah.
bridge? Are you fucking kidding me, man? That George Washington
Money,
Bridge?
bro. States, taxes.
They probably profit big time from that.
Of course, bro.
That bridge is
Of
always
course it's
packed.
profit. And they took away the toll booths too. They don't even have toll booths anymore.
I know. Yeah, they hit
It's
you
all
right
Easy
on the
Pass.
mail. Yeah.
Easy Pass. And if you have Easy Pass, they snap a photo of your license plate, and boom,
Yep.
you always fucking.
They mail it up. I know. I've been a victim of that. Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
bicycle.
What?
I mean, on your motorcycle.
On the motorcycle, of course. The motorcycle is a license plate, bro. So the picture catches it. Although I read there is this kind of like transparent spray thing that you spray it on your
Right.
plate, and then whenever the flash goes off, on the cameras that they have placed, it kind of like shines, and they just see like a flash thing, so they cannot track it. Have you ever heard of this? It's like a patina.
I don't own
apply.
a vehicle. I don't own a vehicle, Tito. So I don't know.
That's a true New Yorker, my man.
I can't. No. I mean,
Most New Yorkers
No,
is
I
kind of
know,
like
no,
that's
a
the
lot of my-
reputation.
no. I mean, a lot of all my friends that I know have their license, and they have a car per se. I got my license like 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, big accomplishment.
Lies. 3 years ago.
Oh, damn.
Barely passed the driving test.
I got my driving license in Arkansas. Did I ever tell you that?
You were in Arkansas?
Yeah. I was in Arkansas. That was the most beautiful experience to getting a license in my life ever, because it was so easy. Well, the gun license was easier, but because you just need to breathe and have $27.
Gun license in Arkansas.
Yeah, all you need is like being able to walk and breathe and have $27. Well, and of course,
$27.
no record. Yeah. Maybe now it's
Obviously.
more
I would
expensive.
hope they did a record check on you. You would look suspicious if you walked in a gun store.
Whoa, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, look at this smile. They laughed
With
me
your
over
little
there.
accent too.
They laughed
Hi,
me
I'm
over there.
here to buy your gun. Can I buy a gun, please? I could just imagine
Hello.
the conversation.
Hello, I would like to buy a gun. Can I buy a gun?
How did you do it?
No, but yeah, the driver's license was pretty easy after having it from other places in which it was a painful process. There, just had to walk up to the DMV location. You didn't have to take the
Right.
theory test. There was like booths with little computers. You would take it. If you passed, you were all good and ready to do the practical test.
This
and
is
if
for the
not,
gun. This is
no,
for
no,
the
no,
gun.
no, I'm
This
talking
is for
about
gun
the gun. The
Ah,
gun just
the
have to
drive-
walk to the store and then pay the
Right,
money,
right.
fill out that form, and then
This
they
is-
say,
this
"Oh,
is for-
let's run a background check." They run it right there. They have a computer and they say, "Oh, you're good to go."
The-
Which
the-
AR-15
this-
do you want?
This is for the car.
Yes. Yes. So yeah. You just have to go to the computer, do it real quick, and then automatically they'll tell you if you passed or you failed. And if you failed, you had to wait 1 week, and if you didn't, you just had to fill out some paperwork and set up the appointment for for the actual practical test. I failed the first one because I didn't study as much because I thought it was gonna be easier, and
Right.
then also it was like 2 months into the country, so I should have been a little bit less cocky. So I fucked up on the first one, and then
Yeah, dude.
I made it happen on the second one. Yeah, and then I went
Congratulations.
with my own car. Thank you. And then I went with my own
How did you get your own car 2 months into the country?
Bro, I actually bought it from a Mexican mechanic. Yeah. It was a V8 or V12 for Thunderbird from 1994. It was like 3 tons, like a heavy piece of
How
metal.
many miles did that baby have? How
All
many
of them,
miles
bro.
did that baby
All
have?
of them. It has them all. It had them all.
The fucking
No,
the meter
like
probably
half
went
a
off.
mil. Yeah, $500,000 or something like that, something crazy. I bought it for $1,300, so what can you expect?
All right,
But-
listen. If it took you from point A to point B, that's a good car.
Oh, and it was a nice looking car. It was kind of like a sports vibe sort of car, you know, three doors, or how
Right.
do you call them, hatchbacks?
Damn.
And
Look at
yeah,
you.
yeah. And I
2
drove
months
it
to the
myself.
country, you're riding around Arkansas with
Yeah.
brand new VA car. Damn,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. It was good, and also it took me places. Like I went to St. Louis, Missouri. Like I did 3-4 hour long drives on it, and it held up just fine. I mean, not just fine. Something happened with the front left tire, but then I used
Right.
one of this, this mix glue, because the tire was fucked up. But that glue, I put it on the rim, and it held up. I mean, I sold it with the glue on it. I didn't say anything, and
Of course you didn't.
yeah,
Of course you didn't.
because it was wobbling and doing some weird shit. It was losing air and making something on the rim. But anyway, it worked out, and I traveled around the South with it, and I sold it
Nice.
for the same price I bought it a year later. So it was
Oh, come on. You could have made a little bit of profit on it.
not really.
But you know what? That's not a bad deal. I'll be honest with you.
Mm.
You bought a car pretty shitty.
Yeah,
You used it, and you
Mhm.
got your money back.
Yeah,
So it's not really
that's true.
it's not a bad trade.
it had even AC and stuff. You know, it was good. It was good. It was
Wow.
was a vehicle.
Dito, it had an air conditioner. Oh my god,
well,
man.
being from 1994 in a piece of junk. I think that's a little bit of a a nice a nice
guess.
feature on the freaking
I
vehicle.
guess.
But then when I moved to New York, I just had to do a transfer and pay $70 just for them to print out the new NY license. And then for the motorcycle license, a year later or a year and a half into the city, I had to that one I had to do the test in New York, and that one I knew better, and that one I aced it, bro. Zero mistakes. And then
Zero
I took
mistakes.
yeah, because it's way easier because you just have to study a couple of chapters of the book. It's not like the entire thing, you know what I mean? Well, no,
Right.
hold on. It was the entire thing plus 1 or 2 chapters. So it wasn't difficult. And then there was not even, if you wanted to pay $280, you could do so and take a Safe Rider Association course, and you would go on a weekend, take some theory classes for some hours, and then some practical classes doing eights and little obstacle riding things, and then at the end you would do that same circuit you've been practicing all weekend, and if you didn't destroy the bike or blow it up, you would get a waiver, so you didn't have to do a practical test. Yeah, and you would get your license right away. So it was just a pay for play, pretty much. Yeah. Yep.
Now let me ask you a question. When you came to you have a New York State driver's license.
That's right. And a European
So
one,
international
Uruguayan one. Yep.
Ooh, all right, fucking
Yeah, bro.
big man over here. Cool guy.
I can't say.
Did they make you take another test because you're coming from a different state, or
No, if you come from a different state, it's just seamless. You just pay the money,
Right.
surrender your old license, which hurt me because I kind of wanted to keep it, but you have to surrender your old license, and they print out on a special machine right away with the same picture. Or you can bring your picture. I brought my picture. Now that I recall, because I used to have long hair there, and I had shorter hair.
Yes, I've seen a photo of this. I remember that photo.
Well, I've had long
man.
hair several times. So yeah, it was seamless in that sense. It just had to chip out the $72, but that was
Fucking
good. And that's kind of
sick, man.
crazy because riding in Arkansas was way different than driving or riding
way
in
different
New
than
York.
driving around in New York, of course.
Yeah, well, the practical test in Arkansas was leaving on your own car again. The DMV center, just continue straight, make a right, make another right, wait for a
Yeah.
traffic light, park on an empty parking lot, leave the parking lot, go back to the DMV test center. That was the thing.
Simple.
Yeah.
Simple.
And I bet in New York it's more difficult, right? How is it there?
Oh yeah. Well, I took 2 times. I took the test twice.
Okay. It's okay.
First time I failed.
Mm-hmm.
Not really my fault. I kind of made a mistake, but I also had the person giving me the test
Yep.
in the passenger seat, obviously. Then I had her supervisor in the back seat.
Okay.
So I felt like she felt like a little pressured, like if I made one mistake, instantly fail because her boss is right behind her.
All right.
But ultimately, I mean, in Astoria, you go by Connecticut, go straight, make a little turns. You do a 3-point turn, like a broken U-turn.
Yeah.
You park your car. If you hit the
Cool.
curb, they don't really care that much as long as you fix it. But
Mhm.
what I felt the first time was I was going on I was going on a two-way street, but both had 2 lanes.
Yeah.
So I went to make a right, but I didn't switch lanes to make the right. I just made a right from like the outer lane. And I was driving, and I was like, "Oh, I got this." In my head, I'm like, "Oh, I already won. I got this." Like,
Cocky
yeah,
fucker.
I recommend you take it again. And
What
you're
does that
like,
mean?
Fuck,
Recommend?
fuck. She goes, "Yeah, you didn't pass because you didn't switch lanes over." She failed
so she
me,
flunked
yeah.
you. Ah, okay.
Right, of course, yeah. I mean, obviously, that's why
I know
she
she
says,
said
I
recommend.
recommend. Well, yeah, she said it in a nice way. Listen, buddy, you suck at driving, so take another test.
Wow.
Um,
Were you mad?
and that was when I was like 16, I think.
Brrr.
16, 17. I was with Foti.
Of course.
Everyone knows Foti.
Shout out for that is.
Shout out to Foti. And he went before me, and he got his license.
Fuck, that's the
So
worst.
I got out the car, and he was ready to, he's like, "Oh, bro, you got your you passed, right?" I was like, "Nah, dude."
Mm.
And then about 3 years ago, I took the test again.
Mm-hmm.
Barely passed it, but here we are now.
Here we are. Oh.
And now I just use my girlfriend's car as a test car to go drive around. I don't like those small tiny cars.
They be popping up in the city left and right, bro.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're probably good for parking spaces.
I guess so. And also
But
getting
w-
shit
but you-
value. If you're gonna do
Shit
500 miles a year, living la dolce vita or something. I don't know.
I'm not a car expert, obviously, so I wouldn't know.
No, okay. Well, I have functional knowledge, but I'm not like a huge car guy. I actually kind of I despise cars. I think they're shitty.
You despise cars?
Yeah, bro. If you think about this, all right? How is it?
Come on, bro. That's a very hard. Like, who despises cars?
Well, I think they are an obsolete form of transportation. Think about it. In essence, cars have barely improved in like 60 years, if you think about
Their only job, Tito, is to go from point A to point B. What do you want them to do? Fly?
it. First of all, they could levitate at least in 60 years off.
Come on, bro. What is this? Back to the Future, bro?
Cars are
Come on,
are not being technified, if you will. They're not being technologically advanced as much as they could, just for profit, bro. And I hate that.
Speaking of cars, the Apple car is gonna come out apparently.
What?
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that.
2024, I think. I mean, I can't confirm or
Really?
deny again, but I heard
Damn.
something that Apple is trying to come out with a car.
What is it gonna be? Electric or like Tesla's
Probably.
competition?
I think so.
Hmm.
Yeah, you
That's-
think? Maybe.
Wow, man! All these companies are conglomerating. They are acquiring all sorts of different realm businesses.
Taking over,
Apple-
bro. They're taking over.
Apple now they have
They're taking over.
TV. They have all the tech with computers and cell phones. Now you're telling me about cars. Amazon, it's gonna own the world like tomorrow, if things continue this way. Man.
Yeah, Apple electric car project.
Damn.
Completion
mean,
date
it makes sense.
2024.
Of course,
I mean,
another
Right.
artifact, another appliance for them to own. Right?
right.
They already have the cell
Exactly.
phone, huge chunk of the cell phone market.
Well, we're using the cell phone. We're using, we're using Macs.
We
So,
are computer
Exactly.
market also owned.
Also, side note, I might be jumping on that Apple 12 SS Max fucking phone that you got.
Oh
The one that you
shit!
have.
Actually, I may return. Okay. Is that like? Is it if McDonald's? Okay, what is it? McDonald's? The guy McConnell. If McConnell approves the $2,000 check.
Ah,
you get
Mitch
it?
McConnell, the $2,000 that we're not
Yeah,
gonna.
Ronald McDonald, Mitch McConnell, whatever the fuck it is, bro. I don't know.
Get. The guy's a fucking fossil, man. He's been around since like the
Whoa.
prehistoric era.
Hold on. We don't talk politics, remember? Okay, so we wanna chill with Mr. McConnell, all right? This
is a topic I think everyone agrees on.
He's a fair rep, okay? He's a fair Republican gentleman that does the best to preserve the Second
I don't
Amendment.
but-
So shut the fuck up.
What does that mean? That has nothing to do with anything. I'm just
I'm a
saying.
Republican
Hopefully,
no?
hopefully, we're getting the 2Gs, but I don't think we are. We're getting the $600, and if you're on unemployment, you get $300 plus.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Starting January 3rd. No, I'm lying,
Feliz
I'm lying.
Navidad.
Oh, someone's happy. Uh-huh.
Well, I
Wink,
guess
wink,
whoever is
someone's
getting
happy.
whoever's getting it, I don't know what wink is about.
Wink, wink.
So we'll cut this off. But if you do that, I may return mine because I'm not too excited about it. So if I return it and they give me if I can, man, actually, because the returning window, it's already expired, but I'm gonna go make a scene there. So hopefully they give me a gift card for the.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Come on, if you wanna buy it, bro, we go together and I.
I'm not gonna buy it off you, bro.
Would you not buy it?
I'm not gonna pay you.
You're not listening. You're not listening. You see, you're not listening. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna return mine. I'm gonna get an Apple gift card, like 3 of them, for the value of the cell phone, and then we're gonna go to the next genius, and you're gonna buy yours. And when they say, "Okay, what form of payment do you want, dear sir, today?" You're gonna say, "I got this gift cards, bum bum bum," and then you Venmo me the money to me. How's that sound?
So let me get this straight. They're gonna
cost.
give you the 3 gift cards. They
Yeah.
give you 3 gift cards
At least.
in the at least 3 gift cards, because that happens, normally.
No, because they have a
Apple
maximum
iPhone.
of $700 or something like that, and an iPhone
Okay.
12 Pro.
So they give you three.
expensive.
They give you 3 gift cards. In the
Right.
value of the Apple iPhone, right? Which is like what,
Correct.
$1,200? Let's just say. So,
Yeah.
and I buy the iPhone with your gift cards,
Correct.
and I gave you money from the gift cards.
Correct. So I'm
in
just an
essence, I'm buying
intermediary. You're doing me a favor.
You're a non-responsible third party. That's what you are.
Well,
I'm
but
just
you
gonna
see,
go to Sprint. I'm just gonna go to Sprint.
what? Sprint's still
Make
for
my
business?
make my upgrade. Pay $32 a month for my phone and call it a day.
We've talked about this. Okay, let's talk to the audience about this. How they're ripping you off. Brr. Okay. You must run the numbers. For how long are you going to be paying $32? For like 10 years. That's $5,000 or something you're paying for the money.
18 months.
Did you run the
18
numbers?
months.
Pull up the calculator.
I do.
Do it
Yes.
right. Okay.
I do.
And then, is it worth it? You're not paying more? You're not paying interest? You're not paying shit other than the actual price of the phone?
You're paying your plan, right? You're paying protection for your phone, which I definitely need. You're paying your phone in installments. This is not a weird thing. Everyone does it.
Once again, calculate these installments. They try to rip you off.
100%. Yes.
Tito,
They try to rip you off.
They try to rip you off. Just run the numbers.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
man,
you
so
think everyone's trying to rip you off?
Well, aren't they though?
I mean, of course they're trying to sell you shit. Of course.
Yeah, no, you have to catch them first.
I might even, you know what kind of thing? I might not even upgrade. I kind of like my phone now.
So why did you bring me on this emotional roller coaster, bro? Okay, I get all
Because
my
I like to
hopes
see your
up.
reaction.
You suck.
You got your hopes up so I can buy the phone off from you. That's where you got your hopes up.
You're not buying it off of me. Let's okay. Stop confusing it. You're not buying enough of me. You're doing me a slight favor so I can return the phone I'm not too happy about.
But I'm still giving you X amount of money, correct?
No, well, you're not giving it to me. You're giving it.
Who am I giving it to? Who am I giving it to?
You're giving it to me through Apple. So you are really giving it to Apple.
Oh, please. Stop with
Apple. If you were to say or to reply to the question, was 2020 to you, okay, the Greek, a good year? Was 2020 a good year? What would be your answer with an elaboration, please? Was it a good year, my Greco?
Not really.
Tell me more.
I mean, my job took a hit, obviously. That kind of sucked.
Obviously.
The kind of the social life aspects about it kind of sucked.
You're very social.
That's true. Knowing people that got affected by the coronavirus.
Fuck yeah.
Who went to the hospital, who died, that wasn't good either. Hearing that shit, yeah. So, I mean, I'm thankful that we're here now. Obviously, yeah, you can say it puts you in a kind of perspective of like what we have,
Yeah.
And now not to be, this is gonna sound a little cliche, but now you should know that you shouldn't take for granted in the moments that you have right now. Friends, family, man, you take it like that. It took us. What happened in March? Everything went away like in a snap of a finger, man.
Tell me about it.
Right, So like it feels like, fuck, my MacBook is dying. It feels like, normal life for me was like 5 years ago. It feels like an eternity.
Wow, really?
Yeah, it feels like an eternity. Like I go back to I remember the night where I was having conversations at the bar with my customers, and I was like, oh, dude, this is gonna last like 2 weeks. This is whatever. Everyone just stays inside, blah blah blah, and then boom, the shutdown happened, and here we are, 10 months later.
Yeah, nowhere close to the end.
What?
I said nowhere close to the end. Also,
Nowhere close to the end, man. So I don't know. 2020 was okay. I mean, we're doing this. We started this, so that's good. So that's a positive. That's good.
Yep.
You know, like I said, I have my health. My family has their health, so that's good.
There you go.
I don't know. It was obviously not what we wanted.
Well, yeah, that's for sure.
Obviously,
That's the only thing
Obviously.
100% right of everything.
so was
you
it good or
said.
bad? I mean, I don't know. Like, I mean, it did suck. You know,
Yeah.
especially living in New York City, man. New York City was the center of nightlife, the center of hustling and bustling, all day, throughout the whole day, and just stop, silence.
Bam. Erased.
Seeing that really, it sucks. Like I remember driving through the city. You drive through Times Square, you drive through Midtown, everything's just dark. No one's there. Everyone moved out. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's not. That's not New York. It's not the city that I grew up in.
Very true.
So I hope 2021 will be a little bit better.
Yeah. I certainly hope.
I mean, we can
so.
hope so, right? That's all. We
Yeah.
can hope so. Also, learning how to work at a bar during a pandemic, that was weird times. Like
Definitely.
you saw me handing out peanut butter jelly sandwiches for $1.
Yeah. I also saw people
yelling
loving them.
Yelling at people to put on their face mask to order a beer. Taking temperature. It was weird. It was stressful. It was very stressful. It was fun at times, but it was mainly stressful, and it was sad. It was sad.
I feel ya.
It was sad because a lot of people come to the bar, to hang out.
Yep.
Let loose, chill, talk to a friend here and there. And there's a lot of people that didn't have that, and a lot of people that live alone.
Right.
It hit them hard and took them, so it kind of sucked. It was personally, I didn't feel good. It sucked. So
I feel ya. Well,
so 2020, babe. That's it. It's over.
That's
done.
That's how you felt. That's how you experienced it, and that's a valid statement, mi bro.
What about you? How do you feel? How do you think 2020 went for you, Tito?
To me, it was a great year. To be honest, I've been thinking about this. Great year for me. Because if you think about it, first of all, I have this saying, right? Well, I have many things, as you know, but I have this saying: things are good or bad depending on what you compare them to. So,
of course, yeah.
I'm a fortunate person, right? First of all, I was born to a caring, loving family. And going into the coronavirus situation, well, yeah, my life as I conceived it and knew it was erased in the snap of a finger. You know what I mean?
It really
Because
was.
I lost everything, really. My way of making
I
money,
did.
my way of progressing in my career, my way of staying alive. And I got the coronavirus on the first wave, like in week 1. So if you think from that, I was consecutively in the 3 worst places to be on the coronavirus. I was in Asia when Asia was in shambles. I was in Europe when Europe was in shambles. And then when the US was in deep shit, your Papi Chulo was right into the heart of the empire.
Chulo.
So if I think about it that way, I'm like, oh fuck, yeah, it was an awful year. But at the same time, it allowed me to think a lot and to try to find creative ways to move myself forward, or at least find motivation to get up and leave my bed. So, and I did so, and I learned a bunch of shit. The government stole a bunch of money from me, but I got a bunch of money too.
Hey, buddy, the
alive
government steals a lot of things from a lot of people, so get used to it.
Highly debatable, but we're not talking to that personal part, Marta. But you know what I mean. So, it gives us the time to put into this little project, which we hope, takes off nicely. It already has in a way.
If people subscribe,
There you go. Nice.
You guys.
Slide it right in.
Nice little jab.
That's a beautiful jab. And my family is fine. And I truly have this belief. It's a little bit of a theory I'm developing about the coronavirus. If you think about it, our people, if you want to be crass, Europeans were able to conquer the world because of the shitty pandemics they have endured only a few hundred years before conquering the world. So if you think about it, coronavirus could make us better if you disregard the bunch of people who's painfully dying, of course, which I'm not gonna, but you know what I mean? It's one of the main
Yeah.
reasons why the Europeans conquered the Americas. So I think if we approach it the right way, it can only makes us better. It's gonna kill a bunch of it's killing a bunch of people, and we feel dearly and deeply for them. But with the value of life nowadays is unprecedented. The world or history of humankind hasn't been not even close on the number of deaths the entire past. So it's really not that horrible. Again, every death, it's a world, every death counts. How can I say this? My grandpa died. I'm sorry, I feel for you. But if I have to make a global assessment, may make us better. You know what I mean? Now, if the Chinos if the Chinos are telling the truth, they didn't get no coronavirus, and then millions of Occidentals from everywhere and anywhere really got the virus. So that means that those who overcome the virus have a competitive advantage towards the Chinos, and the Chinos were the big menace in terms of dominating the world. If the gringo, the Uncle Sam empire is gonna fall. So if you think about it, we may have an advantage now developed. You know what I mean? The bubonic plague gave us almost indestructible immune systems to come to the Americas and fuck up the poor natives. So this might be the next bubonic plague. And not even the bubonic plague wiped out like a third of the entire European population.
Wiped out third of the world, bro.
A third.
Wiped out third of the world.
Like they would have corpses running down rivers in Europe, bro. Come on. So
yeah, I mean, I think we'll get. But
But
like I said, I think people will cherish moments more now. That's what I think.
that's true. And
They would take advantage of every
opportunity, every day almost.
every day, as
That's
you
true.
as you should all the time.
Yeah, that's another thing.
But,
Like I used to live that way. That's why even though everything in my comfortable
I was
existence
born
got
every
wiped
day
out.
and I die every night.
Thank you, my brother. But because
That's
of that,
stupid
even though I
life.
lost everything, you know what I mean? Everything, professionally wise, I was still okay because I was still able to jump on the saddle and ride the horse, mi broso. So, bring it, corona fucking virus. Bring it. I mean, 2021, I'm waiting for you. I'm here.
2020 was the year of the coronavirus. Now 2021 is gonna be the year of the vaccine. So we'll see how this works.
We'll see. Anyway, mi broski.
We'll see, man. It should be okay.
Have to get it
Wow.
going, wrap it up. Unless you have any other main topic you want to address before, wishing
I mean,
a good...
listen. I want to talk about a variety of topics with you today. I want to talk about why you hate superhero movies. I wanted to go over my Wonder Woman review.
Oh shit! Hit me with it.
I wanted,
Hit me with it. Okay, yeah. Let's do a
Sucked.
review. Okay.
No, it sucked. Okay, it sucked.
Okay, put me in perspective. Did you love the
Sucked.
first? There was another Wonder Woman movie, right?
That one was better. I don't remember it, but that was better.
Wow. Okay, cool. So the first one was good, pass. But then the second one, it's like no bueno.
Horrible.
Why is it horrible? Is it horrible because from
I don't
what
know. It was
standpoint?
just
Like
the plot was
specifics?
weird. The
Plot weird?
The conflict was weird. The acting was just
gotcha.
bad.
acting bad. Okay.
No connection to the other DC movies. It was
Oh wow. Was there a lot of CGI or they kept it
There's always
cool
CGI
on that? Yeah, but
There's
was
always
it like
CGI,
Transformers style where you just see gears
No.
and
I mean,
metal?
yeah, probably, yeah.
What do you mean probably? You watched it.
I'm not a fucking. What am I? I
So
don't
who's-
direct movies. I'm not a movie
who's
maker.
the bad guy?
I'm not,
Who's the bad guy in Wonder Woman? What's the name? Wonder Woman. not
Nick
part
Gold,
2?
I think it's guy. Some guy named Gold. I don't know.
Wow, Gold? Like Gold.
Jesus. I wanted to ask you. Are you having a toast to New Year's Eve?
Sure. Yeah.
Are you gonna drink tonight? Are you gonna
Nah.
get fucked up?
Nah.
Wow, bro, really?
Yeah, I want to be respectful of the coronavirus measures, you know?
Wait, you can't drink during the coronavirus measures?
Yeah, no.
What does that mean, bro?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna drink like alone and stuff, and you cannot go party in the regular fashion. You know what I mean? So it's okay.
I mean,
also,
but
remember, I'm
it's
not a
like you
heavy
said
drinker.
though. It's like you said. Only if you compare it, right? You're gonna have a good time
True, sure.
wherever you're at.
And I will have a good. Well, but you didn't ask me. Are you gonna have a good time? Which to which my answer would have been yes, I will. You asked me, are you gonna get fucked up? Are you gonna drink? And I'm like, no, because first of all, I don't drink a lot. I don't like alcohol that much. And then
don't.
second of all, is what I just said. firstly, that I want to be respectful of the coronavirus, and I will not be, drinking a lot. I don't feel I needed to have a good time or an okay time within the situation. If I was like at a party or something with a bunch of people and stuff, I would engage in some liquor drinking. But in this situation, I'm cool. Yep.
Oh, Mr. Cool Guy over here. Sorry, forgot you're wearing your sunglasses.
Yeah, bro, because I had a little scuffle with someone. I don't want to show people my battle scars.
She got.
You should see the other guy.
All right, Tito. We've hit our mark.
It's been beautiful to start this project with you this year. I really hope we can give it longevity, mi brr. And 2021,
let's keep it going.
Yep, Tito and the Greek.
Let's hope we make more. We make more than 6 episodes in 2021, right?
Fuck yeah, we will.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Yep.
Do you want to do the honors? Because you look so cool in your sunglasses.
Yeah, so as we always say, guys, thank you very much for listening, for watching this 6th episode of Tito and the Greek. Please, we do need your support. So don't forget to go on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, iTunes, and subscribe, follow, and do all those things that imply engagement with our project. Please do so we can move forward. Thank you once again. My Greco.
Tito.
I'm going to miss you until
Let's have a happy
next
new
time
year.
I see you.
To 2021.
2021, mi bro. Mwah!
I'll see you next time. Yeah,
Love
bye.
ya.
Peace.